Are we sorted?
In
Let's hope
this
it
very
stays.
moment,
I'm
we've got
trusting in the
ourselves a
Elder
match.
Gods.
Come on, the Elder Gods. We've got a match here, guys. The match is starting. I'm going full screen. I want to see the shit in all its glory. Guys, ChecXmate FGC going up against MrMakeHerSmile. They are busy testing their connection with that character select screen there. MrMakeHerSmile going straight to Kotal. No surprises there. ChecXmate FGC going straight to Scorpion. No surprises there. There we go, guys. Looking good so far. MrMakeHerSmile chooses the Colosseum. Very, very fitting. I'm excited. I'm excited, Seawolf.
I'm relieved, but I'm excited as well. We've got a match on. The first match of the evening is now 12 minutes past 8. Much later than what we anticipated, but if you look at the fact that Mindkey and Mr. Jones would have probably ended around about this time, we are probably back on schedule again.
I would say so, dude. I love it when they let the intros rock, man.
Okay, so here we go, guys. Scorpion versus Kotal Kahn in the Colosseum. Already a teleport cancel into a backward grab.
Yep. ChecXmate FGC, he doesn't stop moving. He's quite an aggressive Scorpion player, so you've got to be really, really careful there. MrMakeHerSmile just eating all this pressure at the moment, gets hit with the overhead. Has to get something going here.
I think this might be the end of the round. No, it's about 30 life points remaining, and the back three.
Oh, that was quick.
Closes out that first round. 63 seconds left on the clock, Lino. So, like you said, very quick. Catches him with the unblockable.
Now, MrMakeHerSmile is a guy who has a deep knowledge of most of the characters on the roster. Maybe not from a playing point of view, but definitely from a lab point of view. So he's certainly not out of this. I wouldn't count him out.
No, for sure. But a great flawless block coming through there from ChecXmate. Steps in for the backward grab.
MrMakeHerSmile ducking the spear there. Gets the inbound on. Hits him with that long reaching mid. This is going to hurt.
Damage here. I haven't seen any totems. I'm not sure if he's equipped any totems or buffs or nerfs or whatever. But a great wave dash into a command grab, and MrMakeHerSmile takes that round.
Yeah, there
looking
you
quite
go.
promising.
There you go. I said, don't write him off just yet. ChecXmate FGC having a very, very strong start there. And MrMakeHerSmile's response, excellent. Oh, the feeble down two of
I actually think that was an attempted command grab there. It's probably just an input error there. He tried to do it again there.
Probably. MrMakeHerSmile definitely playing a much better spacing game now. I think maybe a little bit shell-shocked by ChecXmate FGC's initial onslaught, but seems to have just slowed things down, and this is exactly what he wants to do. He wants to play the game at his own pace. Lovely punish there. Just getting ChecXmate FGC into coming forward and perhaps doing something silly.
Oh, great conversion there with the spear. Standing one connects into a backward grab.
This guy's going back and forth here.
Well,
MrMakeHerSmile,
as you said, in the first round it was like 63 seconds left, and I mean these guys are on health bars of about 50% each, give or take, and there's about 25 seconds left, so definitely a much more patient game, much more spacing game coming into effect here. And MrMakeHerSmile is going to do exactly what I thought he was going to do now. Put out that sun, but unfortunately he does find himself in a life deficit right now, and he's going to have to do something to disclose it, and he does exactly that.
There we go. He's got the life lead now. Oh, the wake up and the down two. He just needs to be patient here. Oh no!
And that was so unfortunate for MrMakeHerSmile, but I think it was quite clear there, Lino. I think it was very clear there the strategy that MrMakeHerSmile is going to use going into this match, because you obviously saw in that first round, ChecXmate was all up in his face, took about 30 seconds to close out the first round. And the second and third round seemed to have taken an eternity. And I think more unfortunately for MrMakeHerSmile than fortunately for ChecXmate. ChecXmate ends up taking game number one.
Well, I think that MrMakeHerSmile can take a lot going into the second game here. He's doing exactly what you need to do when you play Scorpion. Don't chase him. He showed incredible patience there in that first game, and the that first game is every bit as awesome as I thought it was going to be. So we're in for a treat here, ladies and gents. It looks like MrMakeHerSmile has gone for a variation change here. Let's see what he brings to the table. Yeah, okay, now he's got the damage totem. He's got the command grab and the grand discus. Okay, so I think what we're going to see here from MrMakeHerSmile is a bit more of an aggressive approach.
And I'm sure, I mean, Andy obviously is one of those players that knows his character through and through. So we're going to see at every opportunity, and as we see it right there, putting out damage buffs and trying to really maximize whenever he does connect with Scorpion. But
lovely spacing there by ChecXmate.
Really sticky right now.
Well, I think what ChecXmate does really, really well is just move in and out and force you to do something silly, and then he's there reacting and whiff punishing. Super clean play.
Okay, lands the command grab.
Gets a clean
unfortunately that's unsafe, and he's going to pay the full price here. Drop combo, it looks like it.
Maybe a little bit of a drop there. Gets the sun out. Good reaction there.
Guys in chat, Bilal asking, has ChecXmate played Killjoy yet? No, he has not. Not in a stream setting at least. I'm not sure if they've played each other in Combat League or in another setting, but definitely not on stream yet. And I'm sure that both these guys are obviously taking part in the Kahn of Africa as well as the CGL event, so we'll definitely see a chance for the two of them to compete. But ChecXmate seems to be running away with it at this point in time.
Yeah, looking very, very comfortable.
Great interrupt there.
We saw this last time he appeared on stream, just getting more and more comfortable as the games go on. And MrMakeHerSmile, no government names. MrMakeHerSmile doesn't really seem to have an answer right now. I think all that patience that he showed in the first game is now being showed by ChecXmate FGC.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said it's going to be a more aggressive approach, and I think maybe that's not the answer here.
Yeah.
You know, take nothing away from ChecXmate. I mean, he's basically bodying MrMakeHerSmile at this point in time. It is only 2-0, guys. This is a first to 5 setting, but came out of the starting blocks and just went ham.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think you made a good point there. I don't think that it's the right approach for MrMakeHerSmile. I think in that first game, when he slowed things down, the match started to swing into more of a 50-50 type of setting, where they were on an even keel, and then going for the more aggressive approach in game 2 seems to have not done the trick. So interested to see where he goes now. I think he's gone for another variation change. MrMakeHerSmile is definitely somebody who has a lot of variations in the bag. He utilizes all the tools that his character has. So whatever he brings to the table, it's always very calculated. He knows exactly what he's doing. So keen to see how he adjusts here. ChecXmate FGC going up 2-0 in this first to 5, but far from over.
Now far from over, and I think the reason I'm saying that, Lino, is that first match. The first match kind of said to me that this is a contest that could really go either way, and I think he's gone back to that first variation.
Looks like it.
The Kahn cut, which is the launcher, the Jaguar ball, as well as the command grab. So
I think you definitely see a change in approach already. He's taking it a little bit slower. Oh, there we go.
So the wonderful mind game that Kotal Kahn has in his arsenal there is that he's got the 1-2 that he can cancel into the command grab, which is essentially a tick throw.
Yeah.
And I think MrMakeHerSmile on more than one occasion was actually expecting it, and what Andy would then do is actually go for the Kahn cat, which is, as you saw there, the launcher. And this is looking a much more comfortable round for MrMakeHerSmile.
Oh, he goes for that parry and is forced to break away there. Oh, lovely short hop.
Great spacing again. Is he going to catch out the fatal blow? Not just yet.
Not just yet. MrMakeHerSmile just needs to be patient here. Just needs to be patient. Still has the life lead. No reason to panic just yet. Teleport cancel. Oh, and then the throw lands. It's getting into the squeaky bum times.
Squeaky bum time indeed, and MrMakeHerSmile goes for a raw Jaguar Mall and takes the first round in game number 3 here. So
Oh,
I think he might
oh,
just feel
dang
a
it.
little relieved there after taking that round, because it did look like Checkmate had every chance of just bringing that round back. But great start to the round here from MrMakeHerSmile, forces Checkmate into a air escape.
Oh, there is nothing worse in this game than squandering a massive life lead. You just, as I like to say, you just feel crestfallen after that happens.
Oh, that's a punish. Unfortunately, he just missed the punish there. Wasn't actually expecting it. I think based on everything Checkmate was dishing out, he probably expected a cancel there more than anything.
Well, that's the mix-up game, isn't it? Condition your opponent and then you switch it up. Good work.
Members of the Wolfpack in chat right now seeing Checkmate
Checkmate FGC looking very comfortable, yeah?
in that round, absolutely. And Andy, MrMakeHerSmile just needs to look at great play there. Probably favored MrMakeHerSmile more than anything else there. But again, this is the approach that I think MrMakeHerSmile needs to adopt for the rest of this game, because it's definitely something that seems to just kind of tempt Checkmate into doing something.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, he misses the punish there again.
Yeah,
but yes, yeah, I agree. Like, that's the right approach. It's that whole thing. You don't chase Scorpion. I think that he can probably tempt Checkmate into coming forward recklessly. So yeah, just needs to play that patient game. Oh, lovely
scout
scout
there on the grab attempt.
Goes for the
And
full damage.
Checkmate.
There you go, gets himself on the board, and there's the brutality. Woo-wee. Damn. Okay, brutals on Charlie Wolf Gaming get a 10.
That is correct. That is
That is
correct.
correct.
And guys, for the first time on Charlie Wolf Gaming, Checkmate has dropped a game. You heard me correctly, guys. For the first time on Charlie Wolf Gaming, Checkmate has dropped a game.
Well, he gets a 10 for that, and he gets a 10 for the brutal. So that's how we do it on Charlie Wolf Gaming, guys. MrMakeHerSmile gets himself on the board. MrMakeHerSmile just taking his time at the characters. Oh, what is this? What is going? Oh no, he can't do that, can he? No. What is going on?
He knows.
He knows. He knows. I see Nemesis Organ Donor in the chat saying perhaps it's stream nerves. I can assure you that MrMakeHerSmile has appeared on stream so many times. This is very second nature for him. MrMakeHerSmile does need to stay with the same variation that he just won in. I'm sure he does know that, and he does indeed. Just taking his time on the character select screen, which you like to see. I mean, I like to see guys take their time on the character select screen, just sort of think about what's just happened, how they can improve, what went right, what went wrong.
And I mean, even though he won the previous game, I think it's a great opportunity for him to just say, okay, I've won that, but there's a couple of things that I can still change and adapt. So,
yeah, absolutely.
Great use of the timer on the character select screen. And yeah, let's see if MrMakeHerSmile is going to be able to carry that momentum of the previous game into this one. Suffers a reverse grab. Not going to be too phased about that, I don't think.
Oh, nice spacing there by Checkmate FGC. Landing the back one. Oh, he misses the overhead there. And MrMakeHerSmile just make Scorpion come to you. Make Scorpion come to you. Oh, gets a little bit reckless there, but I think the amplified kitty pounce is safe.
That is safe indeed, and that's exactly what we saw coming out there. And it does seem like Kotal's offensive meter kind of regenerated fairly quickly there. I'm not sure if it's just my eyes deceiving me, but Checkmate in full control of that round now, and taking the first round here in game number 4.
Checkmate FGC's variation name, friend or foe.
I see something different in that variation name. Something that Checkmate has been boasting about in terms of a previous match that he played on stream, where there was a certain scoreline that he keeps referring to. Ah,
okay. Little cryptic messaging in there.
see Checkmate does seem to be a fan of the cryptic message, but he also seems to be a fan of some
interruptions.
Scorpion play, and that's what we're seeing right now. But MrMakeHerSmile is fighting his way slowly but surely, trying to fight his way back. Unfortunately,
gets caught pressing. Checkmate FGC making really good use of the 2-1-2 to try and establish plus frames, even from a distance. Nice work there by MrMakeHerSmile.
One fatal blow for FG for
the wave dash in.
Unfortunately,
MrMakeHerSmile
went for the Kahn cut. Checkmate didn't bite, and after taking the previous game, Checkmate now goes into a 3-1 lead over MrMakeHerSmile.
Is that 3-1 or is it 4-1?
3-1. 3-1.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it definitely does seem to be developing into a very interesting match between these two guys. I mean, the score's 3-1, but I don't think at this point anybody can say that Checkmate's running away with it.
No, certainly not. I think definitely being tested more than he has so far on the PS4 platform.
Scorpion. Kotal Kahn.
Jay Mysterio in chat saying Checkmate has got some serious reactions. Yeah, the man does serious labbing. Serious labbing. So, very, very familiar with his opponents. Plays most of the roster as well, so he's familiar from that point of view as well. But MrMakeHerSmile, also somebody who's just as familiar with the roster from a lab point of view as well. Spends a lot of time figuring stuff out. Oh, nice little spot there, but nothing from it. Gets the beautiful jump in, lands the unblockable.
Just let go of block at the final minute of that 3-hit combo there. Oh, that must be a punish now, and he does so, forces the air escape.
Looks at the breakaway. Does MrMakeHerSmile not have Kotal's most devastating armor break?
No, he doesn't. He actually prefers the Kahn cut, which is the launcher.
Right.
That basically replaces the armor breaking.
I get you. Okay. Well, Checkmate FGC obviously very aware of that because he's been quite liberal with the breakaways.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to see breaking away as a necessity. He'll eat the damage because I think without that damage, with that armor breaker that Kotal has, he's not going to eat that much damage.
Yeah, 100%. Nice again, the Shirai use Fire Guard.
Getting clean Scorpion play coming from Checkmate again.
Scorpion's home, which I'm sure that we're seeing in the trailer for the Mortal Kombat movie, where we have that little scene of Scorps killing a bunch of Lin Kuei, I assume. Dude, I was skeptical at first about this whole Cole Young situation, but I've got to admit, man, I'm really looking forward to it.
Andy Otam trying to fight his way back in here. Lands a command grab, amplifies it, and throws Scorpion into the corner, which is not going to mean much for Scorpion.
No. Well, Checkmate. And
I think this might just be the round.
I think it is. Yeah, man, that is the round.
That's the round indeed. 45 of you guys in chat, please call your dogs, cats, grandmothers, grandfathers, aunts, uncles, cousins, siblings, you name it.
Well, Seawolf, don't look now, but there are 46 members of the Wolfpack in the chat, guys. Thank you so much for being with us. Let's get the half century.
Yeah. Oh, great scout again there. Scorpion losing a couple of teeth.
Oh, it's 30% for the 2-down-2s there. Nice throw there. Has managed to establish a good life lead here. The reversal. Going to get himself a little buff from the Hua.
From the what?
I don't know, dude. That throw.
Well, whatever you said now, unfortunately we didn't see it because Checkmate has now gone into a 4-1 lead over MrMakeHerSmile. Put himself on match point or game point.
Yeah. MrMakeHerSmile has a bit of a mountain to climb here. Not impossible by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all. And I think, you know, like you said, you know, MrMakeHerSmile is one of those guys who spends an enormous amount of time in the lab, streams quite a bit as well. I think he does, if not daily, then very regular Combat League streams. And I mean, he plays Kotal Kahn. Kotal Kahn is his main character, his go-to character, but he is capable of playing others. I think for a match of this magnitude, we're probably going to see him stick to Kotal, and that's exactly what we are seeing here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He also plays my favorite character. He's got a shout, a very strong shout. He's also got a really, really tidy rating as well. Who I've had the misfortune of being bodied by.
Fight.
Okay, game number 6 between these two guys.
ChecXmate FGC wasting absolutely no time here, wants to close this out, but MrMakeHerSmile having none of it. Lands the kitty pounce, puts Scorpion in the corner, but as you've said, it means nothing to Scorps. Lands that Demon Breath. MrMakeHerSmile going for the interactable, slowly trying to work his way in, keeps himself safe there. Oh! ChecXmate FGC very aware of the range on that back three, manages to land the overhead and converts for a massive 330 damage. Big damage for Scorps. Oh, he gets caught in the teleport.
And ChecXmate now finds himself on match point, guys. Lucicello carries calories. CV. This fight is over, says Law. EG's in advance with the customary moon face from Law 837.
Moonface gang.
I think it's the Moon Gang. Yeah,
Moon gang.
I'm not
Moonface
sure.
gang. I remember I used to read a book when I was a child called The Magic Faraway Tree, and there was a character called Moonface in it. I wonder if that's where the Law gets it from. Confirm in chat, Law. Faraway Tree? Enid Blyton? Moon gang.
Okay, MrMakeHerSmile is on life support.
Oh!
What an interrupt there.
I wonder if that was on purpose. It's impressive
I'm not
if
too
it was.
sure. There's another opportunity for a punish, but only a command grab.
MrMakeHerSmile.
Oh, great flawless
the
block there.
flawless block, and that is going to
I
be
think
it.
that's going to be it.
And the
This is off with the
brutality.
brutality, and
You get a
ChecXmate
10.
takes it 5-1 over MrMakeHerSmile.
Well, that is an impressive win. It must be said. Mark the Shark in chat saying command grab, that was death. Yeah, needed a little bit more than the command grab there, didn't he?
That was a highly impressive showing there from ChecXmate FGC, and you know, his third appearance on Charlie Wolf Gaming stream now. You know, the background to the whole story behind ChecXmate FGC is that he's obviously made waves